We drove all over the rural South for a couple of weeks in the spring of 2026. We stopped and talked to a lot of people along the way. We always do. No matter who they are, everybody has a story. Just put a mic in their hands and people open up. Here's a few people we talked to on that trip that stood out. First stop was at a random Jeep outfitter on the side of the highway in Alabama. That's where we met Sarah. We were just talking about Jeep stuff and mudding and the amount of people who off-road in the Alabama mountains. And then Sarah opened up about her past.
So I've been to prison. I went to prison for a couple years. I took all the classes that they had to offer. The very first time I ever got in trouble, I got in trouble for selling drugs, for having a lot of drugs, and for making a lot of drugs. So I was in there for 2 years. I actually asked to go because I knew I couldn't make anything of myself if I was here because I knew too many people. So I went down south, did a couple years. I worked in that prison just as well as I could. I did everything that they had to offer twice. And when I came out, I moved down to Mobile. And I came back about 5 years later because that's when I actually felt comfortable seeing these people that I seen. And some of those people that I ran around with aren't even alive anymore. So, that was where I was going. And I refused. It was rough.
So you were addicted to meth and
yes.
Ended up in prison for 2 years.
Yes.
And let the system rehab you.
Oh, absolutely. Because you can't, most people that go in are like, okay, let's enhance what we did before. Let's partner up. And they find out ways to do it even better. And it's not going to get any better because I'm going to tell you, I lost everything that I owned twice. How many more times did I want to do that? And that's all you're asking for. And then next thing you know, you end up, over there over a garbage can that's on fire and without a home. And that's not me. That's not me. I have a great life now. And I actually do dog rescue too. So I rescue lots of dogs. And so they're kind of like my little support system, So
what advice would you give people that are maybe going through drugs or maybe one day might, you had a mentality that you were able to get out of that. You decided this is not going to be my life.
You have to make that decision. If you can't make that decision, then this is what you're destined for, to be that person over the garbage can with no home. You have to make a conscious effort because you can't just say, "Oh, well, I'll do this one little thing." No, you got to change it all. Change your people that you hang around, the places that you go. If you've got to move, if you need to go to prison like I did, just go on. Do something to get away from where you're at because if you don't, you're going to die. I mean, and that's sad. And not everybody does die, but I mean, that's just where it leads you to. Like I said, most of the people that I hung out with, they're not here no more. So that's not what I want for life, for people. I mean, because they say 2% of people actually recover. I'm proud to be the minority, but I would love to see that become the majority. I mean, it's hard to watch everybody else wither away, over something like that. It's really sad.
Well, good for you.
Well, thank you. I'm super proud.
Down the road in Alpharetta, Georgia, we were working on a dispatch about how wonderful Alpharetta is. Some locals told us, "There's some controversy here, Nick. They switched our polling place. Now we have to go vote at an Islamic mosque." Uh-oh. So we went down to the mosque to get the tea, and one of the church leaders, she came out and she gave us a really good interview. I liked how things went down. Despite being nervous and frustrated, she answered every question we had. Okay, so we are at the Islamic Cultural Center here. And the reason that we're here is because there's been a lot of drama here in Alpharetta, and Alpharetta is a wonderful place. But apparently they announced that this location behind me was going to be used for a polling location in an upcoming primary election. Well, a lot of people in Alpharetta said, "We're not going to vote at an Islamic center at a mosque." They got really super upset. Fulton County Board of Elections got involved. Everybody's all fired up about this. So apparently that has changed. And in fact, here comes somebody right now that we're going to try to talk to, someone that works here at the Islamic Center right now. Okay, let's see.
Center?
Okay,
So,
that's the...
yeah, I mean, that's the correct side to it.
Here, take this mic.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm with the Istanbul Cultural Center.
Okay.
So, we had been reached out by Fulton County to serve as a polling location. It's an honor for us to open our doors to citizens of Georgia to be able to serve and, have the democratic process of voting be exercised. And so we had, very gladly open our doors for this. And, we're honored, more than honored to be able to serve. There has been misconceptions, some false accusations being made. We are a 501c3, completely community center, based from Turkish American community, but all of our programs are open to, the outside public. And, we actually have a fruit festival coming up in May. So, the community knows us. We've done cooking classes. We've served through coffee night programs. We serve our fellow Georgians through our hearts. So, when it was said that, we were being funded by the Turkish government, I would be lying if I didn't say that we laughed quite a bit, because in no way is that correct. We've never received any sort of funding, nor have we funded anyone else. So, and, Turkey used to be a good ally of the U.S. It no longer is. And so if you were to, speak to any Turkish American here, they would say that, we love our country, but the government there is not stable, and nor has it been. So, this is the Istanbul Cultural Center, where, our doors are open to Georgians. So, yeah.
Were you guys like a little bit upset when people pushed back and said, like, there were people saying, we don't want to vote in a mosque? Like, I mean, how did you feel when that came out and people were upset about that?
Yeah, so Istanbul Cultural Center is not a mosque. We are not a faith-based organization. We do not provide religious services. And so to that, our answer is very clear. We're a community center, we're a nonprofit, and we don't provide any religious services. We're not a faith-based institution. So our answer is very clear. And if you look on Google Maps, you can search up Istanbul Cultural Center of Georgia. Everything is clear. Everything is out there. So. And
so now they've moved it already. Like they decided.
We requested, for the sake of security and for safety, we requested that the polling location be changed. We need to think of safety and security first. And so when myths and misconceptions are spread, citizens can be worried. And our priority is security and safety of voters and of staff workers. And so that's we had requested that. And we've been in contact with law enforcement, with the FBI. And so everything that we do is very clear.
Yeah, it got that intense that you guys had to call the FBI because you were worried about.
And, aside from intensity, we do everything by consultation, by the correct and clear process that law enforcement, entails. So, we have nothing to hide. We're not a faith-based organization.
Yeah.
We're open to the community. And so everything we do is a clear process, abiding by our rules. And so, yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time to explain that.
Yes.
And finally down the road, so we were in the middle of Georgia on some highway between towns. We pulled over at a gas station to fuel up. We got a lottery ticket, and we wound up talking to the young woman running the place for a bit. Her name's Kelsey Wilkie. Her attitude and short story she shared stood out as one of the most memorable stops that day. What's your name and where are we here?
My name is Kelsey Wilkie, and you are at Crows of Youth, Georgia, Loganville, Georgia. And we are a small town, little convenience store, if you will. Yeah.
What's it like in this part of Georgia? And how's it changed? That's 2 questions, I know.
In this part of Georgia, it's very close-knit, small town. Everybody kind of knows everybody. That's how I've always described this place. And over the years, it's changed into this. It's starting to become a passway, and people join. They'll stop. They'll be like, this is a cool place. They'll end up either coming and staying. They'll come through like you're passing through. Oh, sorry. Give me 2 seconds. Got a customer.
All right. He's bringing bread.
Hey, hon. How you doing? Oh, do we have a bread delivery today?
All right. Bread delivery.
All right. Thank you so much. Yep. Even there, we're doing a bread delivery. So we sell literally everything. Like, we do beer, we do energy drinks, we do all kinds of things. I love this place. I've grown up here. Came to this store specifically since I was a little girl, and now I work here.
What's your dream in life? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What's your goal? Do you even know yet?
That's a hard question. My life kind of got turned upside down right after I graduated high school. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to be some kind of therapist, specifically for children. But then my mom ended up getting cancer. And I had to stop thinking about college and stop doing that and take care of her and put her first. And after a while, she was like, you've dropped everything for me. Go live your life. Get a job. I found a boyfriend. We've been together for a year. And right now, I'm just focusing on getting to a place that I can put myself in a position to get a house, to raise a family, to do anything like that. The only thing I've known in my life is that I want to be a mom.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, hon. And that's the only thing I've really ever known. Like, being a mom to me is one of the best things that you can do. Raising someone, making sure they're a kind person. They love people. They don't care who you are, what you look like. They love everybody. That's how my mom raised me, and that's how I want to raise my children one day. I've always thought about being a mother, caring for people. That's why I love this job, because I get to meet so many different people. I treat everybody that comes in here like family. Every single person. I don't see why we should treat anybody other way. Hi, hon. How you doing?
The restroom's still out there where it used to be.
Yes, sir, it is. Do you want the bathroom key?
Oh, that mercy. They're gonna steal in the bathroom.
I don't know. Have a good day, hon.
Oh, that mercy.
Like I always say, Nick, everyone has a story to tell. You just have to pull over and hand them a microphone. The end.